Hello guys, welcome back to Kobe's Kitchen, where we share simple, amazing recipes. You don't have to break a bank to create an amazing meal in your home, and homemade food does not have to be boring. Thank you so much for all of you my subscribers, and I have been missing, but I'm back. So anyway, today we are going to be preparing some healthy pancakes for the gluten free people when you are kulangi wheat flour. So we're going to be making banana oats meal pancakes. And sit back, of course, relax, and then let's head over to our ingredients. So for this oatmeal pancakes, we're going to be flavoring them with banana. So I have very overripe bananas. This is what you're going to be using, overripe bananas. So I'm going to be having 2 overripe bananas. So either way, bananas that are almost going bad, don't waste them, use them. And we need a blender for the easier mixing. So we only need 2 bananas. So I'm going to be putting 2 bananas, and then we need 2 eggs as well. So in the everything, you're going to be putting everything in this blender. So in the blender, we're going to be having 2 eggs, and then I'm using these Weetabix ones. They are rolled oats. So you can either decide to roast them in a pan and just grind them to form a flour, but that is too much work for me today, and it's a lazy Sunday. So we're going to be just adding them in, because obviously zitaiva too, and they'll be blended finely. So we need 1.5 cup of the rolled oats. So I'm using this cup to measure. You can use the measuring cups if you have them, and if you don't, just use any cup. So this is the half of the oatmeal, of the oats, I mean. So yeah, it's messy, but yeah. So 1.5 cup of your oatmeal. So if you have vanilla, I ran out of vanilla essence, so I'm going to be flavoring it again with some cinnamon, a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. However, this is so optional, so you can also use cinnamon and vanilla essence at the same time. So I'm just going to be adding a teaspoon of cinnamon. You can also add a teaspoon of vanilla essence, and then I'm going to be adding in a teaspoon or a tablespoon of baking powder. So I'm looking for, a tablespoon of baking powder. A tablespoon of baking powder. And then sugar is totally optional, especially if you want it to be healthy per se. So sugar is optional. So because I'm a sweet tooth, I'm going to be adding sugar to mine. You can also substitute your sugar with some tablespoons, like 4 or 2, depending with your taste, of honey. So I'm going to be adding, let's say, 4 tablespoons of sugar. However, I'll taste the butter because I'm the ghetto. I'll taste the butter to see if the sugar is according to my liking. So I've put 5 tablespoons of sugar. I love my whatever sweet. And again, don't put too much sugar as I remembered I put in bananas and they're sugary as well. So I'm just adding in a pinch of salt. And then finally, I'm going to be using milk, a half cup of milk. You can also substitute the milk with water. So this is warm milk, so half cup of milk will do. And then since I don't want to use oil as I cook, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of oil in there. However, you can skip this process and add in your oil in the pan as you cook, but for me today I'm not going to be adding oil pan nikipika, so I'm using 2 to 3. Yeah, that's enough. So now I'm going to blend everything together until it becomes nice. So let's head over to the blending process. So everything has blended nicely, and this is the consistency we get. So we'll now go ahead and just cook it kama pancakes za kawaida. We just heat the pan and then pour in our butter and cook it. Very easy and very healthy. And actually I just tasted the butter and the sugar is well balanced with the salt, with everything. So you only need 5 tablespoons of sugar if you're a sweet tooth. So let's go ahead and cook our pancakes, our oatmeal pancakes. So we are using a low medium flame. So when the pan is hot enough, remember we already put in our oil in the butter, so we don't need to put any more oil. So I'm just going to pour in my butter, just enough, and let it cook. So we'll wait until all the bubbles show up here, and then flip it on the other side so that we can cook it also on the other side. And due to the cinnamon powder that I put, it has some nice brownish color, so I hope itatokea vizuri. So we're just going to wait for nice bubbles to form, a lot more bubbles to form on top, and then we can flip it for it to cook on the downer side. So we will try the flip now. I always find that my first pancake was inaungua sana. Either it's because I'm not keen enough, but yeah, they do. So yes, this is how it looks. Inakaa kuungua, but we'll check on the second one, okay? So just wait for a little bubbles to show, and then inaiva by the it's browning very fast. So I think we'll see with the second one and see how long it takes. So yes, let the down part cook as well. So make sure that your heat is on low medium, not high, because if it's too high it won't cook on the inside. Again, itaungua haraka. So yes. So, and again, remember, no more oil because we already put oil in our butter, so no oil. Yeah. So nafinya ndo at least ive huku ndani, because you know it's thick as well, and I want it cooked fluffily cooked. Yeah, so I'll check on this side. Yeah, it's browning nicely. So I will remove this one, and then we try out another one and see how the other one comes along. Okay, so far with this, let's see our second one here. So with our second one, we won't give it too much time for the bubbles to show up. So yeah. We'll just wait a little bit for bubbles zishow kidogo, and then we flip it. So I give it like a minute, or not a minute actually, seconds, and then I'll flip it because I don't, yeah, it's nicely brown. You can check it as you flip, as you want to flip it. Ukiinua tu kidogo, you'll check the level of brownness that you want. So I'm going to flip it now, and actually with what I've come to learn with these oat pancakes, they brown haraka. So yes, and are not like they brown haraka, they are too light. They are too light yet too fluffy, so when flipping you can easily break them, but they are super nice. And actually I've already started eating them, and they are so fluffy, so sweet, so fulfilling. Everything is well balanced. I love them. So I'll cook the rest. Oh, let me let this one cook, and then I'll cook the rest and then show you the final outcome. So we've finished making them, and this is the final look. Don't mind the mess everywhere. They are so fluffy and so yummy. See how the fluffiness, and so soft. So try out this recipe and see you on the next one. Bye bye.